welcome to my channel, Fred Makes Things, and our very last Sophie and Toffee unboxing for this channel. This is the Pixie box. If you don't know what it is, it's a subscription box provided by Sophie and Toffee, a resin company located out of Singapore. Normally I go into this spiel about like who Sophie and Toffee are, what's in the Pixie box, how much it is, on and on and on, but this is the last Pixie box. I don't think they're continuing the subscription. They canceled it without telling anybody, and all of that jazz. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look inside, and then we're going to rant for a little bit. So this video is going to be in two parts. What came in the very last Pixie box ever, and how I'm feeling about Sophie and Toffee in general. Quick note before we even get started, this is the condition the box was sent to me in. It is all beat up. It is all scraped up. It's got like markings and stuff. My shipping address is on the underside. They didn't even put it into a package. Normally these boxes come in a mailer like this. This is my Sewers Club Stash Builder, which I'll be unboxing next. But it just came like this, as is, all scuffed up, all beat up, and I don't have high hopes for it. Normally I flip this open on camera for you, but I didn't this time because I didn't want to accidentally show you my address on the back. So yeah, let's just see what's inside. All right, so this is how last month's box came as well. They don't have any tissue paper lovingly covering it to protect all of the contents from shifting around inside. The card is also just thrown in there in the bottom, so I have to like rip that out to see what's inside of here. But let's do that. The molds aren't in plastic. They're covered in glitter. This is like, normally this comes nicely folded like this. Oh, I'm sending this whole video to Sophie and Toffee, I think. Normally you have like a lovely, like this. This was last year's Happy Easter, right? It comes nicely folded in the box for you, so you get to open it up and you see, oh, look, lovely, a space for you. How great, right? And then inside you get 20 items. You get molds and inclusions and things. And I don't know what's going on over there. Anyway, so we've got this. Normally it's nicely folded and it's sitting on the top of your box, so you get to look at it and see that first. And then you get to look at your 20 items. Everything is covered in glitter. So let's take a look. We've got, the theme is cool. We've got these really cool earring molds in a bunch of different shapes. That's really nice. I'm going to have to clean it up though before I use it so that I don't have any errant glitter. I really like these moon phases. I like these moon phases as well. Oh, and I like those teardrop. I have like a lot of them. That's really cool. Then we've got the constellation ones also covered in glitter and other things. More constellations. These are in pendants. So we've got round and rectangle constellation tag molds. So these are these two. The constellation size is the same. It's just the shape that is different. My cat's going to throw up on my clothes. We've got this little moon astronaut man in it. I don't know if you can see how much glitter is on this. But again, not in any plastic or anything like that. Like, I'm usually okay with things not being wrapped because, right, it's just wasteful. But I don't know. And then we have a space ship as well. I'll open this at the end. We've got some spacey transfer film. Is that all the same? Yeah, it's one piece of transfer film and in a galaxy. Well, that sucks. That's missing a piece there. So December's box, I was kind of confused at how like my husband took photos and stuff. And I talked to him about it. And he said, oh, well, that's just how they came. And I'm like, well, that's weird. I wonder what's going on. But I can see now in this box, it's exactly the same way. So we've got, oh, those are really pretty too. Like little moons and stars and stuff shapes. Here's a better photo of them in a sorting tray or something for you so you can get a better idea. But they're really pretty. They're nice and gold. We've got 3 different mica powders. Those are all really pretty as well. Those are like right up my alley for color schemes. We've got little tiny planets, like little ringed planets. Those are really pretty. What do they call these? Planet embellishments. We've got 5 pieces. We've got some stickers or tattoos. Glow in the dark stickers in 2 random pieces. Pendants. I'm guessing there's one of each constellation in here. That's really pretty too. Whole bunch of alien heads in green. Here is a better photo of those, also in a sorting tray for you. And then we've got little polymer clay stars. LED lights. We've gotten these before. We got this in like a Winter Wonderland box. And then we've got 2 glitters. We've got a pink and a blue, and usually these are in protective bags, so you don't have glitter everywhere in your box, and they're not in protective bags. So let's review. So number 1 is the rectangular and the round constellation tag molds. These are 1 and 2. And then we've got the plant. Oh, let's move all of this out of the way. All right. 1 and 2. Then we've got the planet embellishments. We've got these gold moon and star embellishments. We've got these LED lights. Number 6 is the earrings mold, which I do really like. I think this is really, really cool. Number 7 is the transfer film. Number 8 is the micas. 8, 9, and 10 are the micas. 11 and 12 are these stickers, tattoo things. 13 and 14 is the spaceship mold. We'll do that last. Astronaut mold. We do that last because I forgot that I was going to unmold it. Number 16 is the constellation charms. Number 17 and 18 are the glow in the dark glitters. That's really cool. 19 is this polymer clay. 20 is the aliens. And then our big mold is this constellation spaceship mold. Like you can kind of see, I don't know how well, but you can see the constellations inside there. And it's like a little container, so you'll be able to put stuff in. And we've got like this top that has some stars and stuff on it as well, which is really cute. So it's actually like a really cute mold. I will say Sophie and Toffee does this stuff really well. Like their styling and their coloring and their molds and everything like that's really great. Like I really like the things that Sophie and Toffee provide. I don't normally have things I want to complain about. But here we are. We're going to head into part 2. A bit of complaining. Well, I shouldn't say complaining. It's more a frustration and a rant. So if you saw my December video, I unboxed, or had my husband unbox that and send me photos. And then I unboxed, reacted, or whatever, did a voiceover to them while I was in Canada. And I was already a little annoyed with Sophie and Toffee, and I have been annoyed with them for a while for how long it takes for their deliveries to come. I spend $10 extra a month in shipping, and their shipping links, their tracking links have been broken since September. When I once contacted them to find out where they were, they told me basically in their customer service chat, just hang on, it'll get to you when it gets to you. You're obviously using the wrong link. And then they sent me the right tracking link. And it's like, it could take up to 3 weeks for delivery. That's fine. But when you look and see like the 6-month thing, it says like for shipping, when I'm paying for shipping, it says arrives 5 to 6 business days from the time the item has been shipped. And you usually get like a tracking to tell you when your item has been shipped. So I waited and waited and waited forever. And every single month, that's the case. I just stopped trying. I stopped trying to figure out when they were coming. I stopped trying to figure out if I was going to get a video up in time in that month for them. I just stopped. I was annoyed. I was also annoyed that they were sending their themes out too late. Like back to school should have been in August and we didn't get it until September. Our Halloween box we got in October when it should have come in September. That kind of idea, it felt kind of sloppy to me. And I thought, well, they're probably just taking on too much because they're really focusing on like their Disney boxes and their Warner Brother boxes and what they've got going on with like Harry Potter and all of these like crossover and tie-ins, and they're doing a lot of licensed stuff. So I was like, okay, benefit of the doubt. They also opened a couple of Amazon stores in a couple of English speaking countries like US, UK, and I believe Canada, I think. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense too. Like they're just taking on a lot. They're expanding and that makes sense. And then the December box arrived and my husband said, oh no, there was no tissue paper in the box. Oh no, some of the molds weren't in plastic. Because I said, oh, well, thank you for taking all the molds out of the plastic. And he said they weren't in plastic. And I was like, oh. And I said, oh, it also, like when I was comparing what was on the page to what I got in the box, I'm missing things. And just like, that's just what came in the box. And so I contacted them and I'm like, oh, just to let you know, I was really polite about it. I contacted them, I want to say December 26th. And I said, just to let you know, I'm actually missing pieces from my box. And I got like a thing saying, please allow 5 to 6 business days for a response. So I waited. I got a response in the new year and they said, I got a response end of December and they said, can you please show us what you're missing? So I said, sure. And they wanted a photo of everything that I had in the box. So I sent them a photo just like what you see laying here. And I said, these are the things that are missing. And then they said, well, actually, you're mistaken. Those aren't missing. And so I said, okay. They said the paper that I got in the box was the problem. It was a misprint on this little thing that comes, this card, right? That comes. So I was like, oh, so I thought, well, that's weird because I remember seeing their Instagram unboxing. So I went to their Instagram unboxing and I looked and I took photos or screenshots of where they said how many items of each thing was in it. Because at first I thought, oh, like when I did that unboxing, I thought, oh, it looks like I'm missing like a keychain and a pigment or like a dye. Like I'm like, that's not a big deal. But then upon further discussion and stuff and looking at the Instagram video, I realized I was also missing half of one of the groupings of molds. And I really liked those molds and I wanted to have them or something. I just wanted to bring it to their attention that there was a mistake. And so I sent them screenshots of that. And I said, just to let you know, these are the screenshots. And also like what was going on with my husband, and then, or like what my husband said. And then they came back at me and told me I'm mistaken again. So not only is the card wrong, but their Instagram video is wrong as well. And then they want me to watch the YouTube channel video, which I haven't done because I'm so annoyed with them. Watch the YouTube channel and that will give me the right number of items. And that they want proof that my box came beat up. Like, my husband didn't know he was supposed to be taking photos of that. He had no idea. And I was like, and then, oh, it's too late because it's over a month. So they want me to prove that I'm missing items. And when I show them that I'm missing items, they say I'm mistaken. So their customer service is absolutely horrendous. Like, absolutely terrible. Like, the onus shouldn't be on me so hard to prove like a negative. Like, all I needed was an apology. Like, oh, we're so sorry. Like, hopefully, like, we hope your next box works better or something, right? But they keep making me, or keep trying to say to me that I am the problem, that I am not understanding. But if you print something in a card and you put it in a box, that is what you should be going off of, right? Like, that's your first thing, because this is like your invoice of saying what came in the box. And these are not cheap boxes. This was like something like $40 a month plus an additional $10 a month for shipping. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm so annoyed. And I haven't responded yet, because every time they respond to me, it's 5 or 6 or 7 business days in between their discussions. And the last time I just said to them, I'm extremely disappointed in this customer service. I'm extremely disappointed in how I'm being treated, and I will not be purchasing from Sophie and Toffee again. Now, this is the last pixie box. The pixie box is no longer available to purchase. I'm lucky in that my subscription with them also expired now, because I get 6-month subscriptions. And I figured that out when I went to cancel my subscription on this box, because like I'm not dealing with this anymore. And that's when I figured it out. So I'm like, okay, well, at least they canceled my subscription. I also have a subscription to their Disney box. I'm going to be canceling that as well. And even if something really speaks to me, I'm not going to buy it. I cannot support a company that treats their customers as poorly as I've been treated. Like, I don't think it's a big thing to just be like, oh, we're so terribly sorry. But instead they said, nope, misprint on the card that you received, misunderstanding about the Instagram video of their unboxing when I took screenshots of it. Go to our YouTube channel and you will see. And you have to prove to us that what you say is true. Like, why would I be making this up? Like, why would I be willing to go into such a back and forth for no reason? And to put that into context, Cat Lady. I've had issues sometimes with some things that come in the Cat Lady box, and every time I've ever contacted them about something, they've always been so wonderful about it. Like, oh, we're so sorry. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Oh, yeah, like we realized there was an issue with this mug, and like, we can't send you a new mug because like all of the mugs are like this, but here, let us get you something else instead. Or 100% my fault. I broke the bamboo trivet that they sent to me a few years ago, and I was crushed, and I posted to Instagram like, oh my god, I can't believe I did this, right? And I wasn't expecting Cat Lady to do anything because it was completely on me. And what did they do? They sent me a new trivet. They said, oh, we're so sorry, the quality of the product didn't stand up. Here's a new trivet, Like, they didn't have to do that. Like, I wasn't calling them out. I was just like bringing attention to my klutzy behavior, and they did it. FabFitFun, controversial as they have been lately. A couple of years ago, I got a box that was absolutely saturated. They had sent something in the box, and it had just something wet, and it had totally destroyed the interior of the box. It wasn't raining, it wasn't anything, it was a fine day, and when I opened that box, everything was soaked. I sent them photos, and they were immediately like, "We are so sorry. Here is a voucher, right? Credit, in-store credit to make up for it." Nothing in the box was destroyed. It's just the box itself was, and some of the packaging around some of the items. The items were fine. Everything was fine. But I wanted to let them know that there was a problem with the box. Same thing with Grove. I had dish soap explode in a Grove box. And everything again was fine. The dish soap wasn't. It was a total wreck. But they were so apologetic that in my next box, they sent me more dish soap, right? Absolutely free. So those are the kinds of experiences that I'm like used to having with these kinds of people, with like these kinds of boxes and stuff like that. I've never had a problem with Sewers Club, but I do know Sewers Club's customer service is really great. So again, like, this is my only subscription box that I've been having a hard time with, and it's one of my most expensive ones. So yeah, I just don't appreciate what feels to me like gaslighting, like telling your customer over and over and over again that they are the ones in the wrong when they've clearly done something wrong. Like, this is an example of that right here sitting in front of you. No tissue paper in the box when I opened it. The card kind of just thrown into the bottom. Everything covered in glitter. The molds not in protective packaging. The glitter not in protective packaging. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? Like, I'm going to clean it all up and I'm going to use it, but I'm never going to purchase from Sophie and Toffee again. They've completely lost my business. And I just wanted to go on that rant to share that with you, to let you know, like, these are my thoughts with them and their customer service. Do with that information what you like. But I know for myself that this is my last purchase or presentation of anything Sophie and Toffee on this channel. You will get a resin review, and I will talk about what I've made, but it's going to be part of like my ongoing, this is what I've created, this is my resin journey style video, and it's not going to be directed for Sophie and Toffee because I cannot talk about them in a positive manner anymore. And that's actually kind of sad. I really like them, and I really like the things that they send me, and I really thought they were great. The other thing I didn't like is that they didn't tell the Pixie customers that the Pixie box was ending. I never got any sort of information from anywhere that this is the last box. It just disappeared, and the chance for renewal disappeared. And they announced a new box instead. And they've kind of combined what the elves and the Pixie box used to be. You know, it's kind of like the elves is going to have similar things to this. But yeah, that is it for this video. Did you get Sophie and Toffee? Have you shopped with them? Do you enjoy them? Have you ever had any kind of terrible customer service experiences, either with these guys or with another company? I'd really like to hear your thoughts down in the comments section. Again, I forgot to thank my subscribers for subscribing. Sorry about that. I was kind of on like a single track when I started this video. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'd really like to hear if I'm the only one, like especially with Sophie and Toffee, but with any other companies that you may have had an issue with, especially in the subscription box category, as I am looking to replace Sophie and Toffee in the roster of subscription boxes that I get. So, yeah, this is kind of sad that this is the end of like an era. I've been doing these unboxings for 2 years. And now it's over. Resin review, I'm not sure when the next one is going to be. End of February, early March maybe. I am taking in 4 colony cats, and they're going to be hanging out in my basement, so I don't want to be pouring like, you know, toxic chemicals when I have them down there in isolation. So my resin stuff is on hold for a little while, but I will let you know when there is a resin review. If you are interested in other unboxing videos, mostly sewing content, some crafting content, and a long-term Friday time-lapse videos, do think about subscribing. Like the video if you have made it this far to the end and you managed to sit through my ranting and what I felt like I may have been yelling, and I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to yell at people. That's not really my style. But like the video if you've made it this far, made it to the end. And yeah, it's time for a better unboxing. We're going to do Stash Builder after I wipe down my table to get rid of all of the glitter. So with all of that being said, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, and I will talk with you again soon. Bye!